my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. And here's KD for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Inside. Outside to Weber. No good on the triple. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edey. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving the lane. The rebound by Chris Weber. And here's Anthony for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Kirilenko. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Kirilenko. Offensive rebound.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Anthony. Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. And here is KD. .11 left to play here in the first. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Chicago trails by 6. Duncan outside. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And Kirilenko sends it back. Stolen by Weber. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the 3 ball is good.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo certainly a threat from out there.
Here's Durant. Pass to Edey. KD looking around. Stolen by Duncan. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Back to Duncan. Stolen by Bargnani. Booker left side. Bargnani with the ball. Knocked loose. Stolen by Duncan. To the paint. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
And Devin Booker in the paint.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Anthony looking it over. And the wide open shot from Duncan. He nails it, and we're tied up. Duncan's got 5 points so far. Booker on the move. Pass to Weber. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Chris Weber comes up with a rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Booker. Wembanyama, a screen. Over in the corner, Doncic. Booker outside. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
Pass to Leonard. Weber outside. And Weber throws it down.
And Weber just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
Now Embiid. Embiid the screen. And here's Leonard from 3. Out to Doncic. Fires the 3. Chris Weber with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Embiid the screen. Pass to Wembanyama. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
They get a hand on it. The finish. Leonard running the floor.
The giant wingspan and hands of Leonard. Those help so much when he's on the break.
26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
20.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Home team on D. Wembanyama, right side. Stolen by Durant.
Really poor passer, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is. And you gotta love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Back to Doncic. Luka throws it down.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Now here is Kirilenko. Pass to Edey. 5 to shoot. Nails the baby hook. Edey's got 5. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to it.
And here's the fast break. Lets the 3 fly. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, you love that SGA putting that athleticism to work. Go hit the glass.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant, money from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Edey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Booker inside. Embiid wide open. From outside, off the mark. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Edey. A floater. Changes up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Edey's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Duncan gets it to go in.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Doncic.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
And so he makes both from the line. Booker looking around. Doncic with the block. And here's Anthony from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Anthony's got 8 points. Here's Weber. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to... 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And here's Booker. Left side, Leonard. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, ready on the catch. Your pre-shot preparation is on point in Hawaii, the catch and shoot.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Home team on D, leading by 5. Anthony down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's Weber. Another 3 for Chicago.
And while the arc isn't a focus of Weber's game, he is more than able to knock those down when given a chance.
Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him. And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Booker outside. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dump there by the young guard.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. Here's Weber. There's the drive. And Weber throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Weber looking around. Back to Booker. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Booker outside. Fades back. Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be Andrea Bargnani. That's his first foul. Chicago trails by 6. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Duncan with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Duncan outside. And again, no good by Chicago.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Kirilenko. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Heaney. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Chicago. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, KD. To the wing right side. Here's Heaney. Scores off the spin. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love